So it was good to be back on the walker today. It's been a couple months since I've ridden this thing, especially since Billy's been with me. He's on the Walker B all the time. I'm always on the Wright. There's really only a couple days a week I can really run this thing, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the most part. And that's just because Thursday and Friday I just have too many really big properties. I have a couple big ones on other days, but we can get by for sure. But it's Thursday and Friday I definitely need both the bigger mowers. The other thing about this is there's a few properties I got to leave the back door open because I really don't want to be bagging anything this time of year. We're not getting a whole heck of a lot of rain, and I want all that grass to break down and to stay right there on the yards. I know it's not often you guys see me trimming, and it really isn't that noticeable from here, but just doing my thing, trimming up while Billy's cutting this one, and then using the trimmer to edge. I use my regular stick edger a lot. I love that thing, but a lot of times I'll just use the string trimmer as well. I can do it either way. It really doesn't matter to me, and it works pretty good, either one of them. The last property we were at just before here, there's a small part by the river, barely ever grows. It just gets a little bit weedy. The guy likes to cut down short, and so I had Billy cut that thing at 2.5. And every yard we've been cutting is at 3.5 or 3.25. But I had him cut that little part down to 2.5. And I didn't realize, but the left side of this property that he's cutting right now, he cuts that whole side at 2.5 because he never looked back to put the deck up. And it never realized it was down, I guess. I get done trimming and I looked over and I saw a bunch of laying grass and I was thinking, what the heck is that? Why is all that laying grass? And then it dawned on me and I ran to the back to where he was, and he never even realized it. And so I had him go back over it. We cut this lawn at 3.25. I had him go back over it and just break up what was there, and he cut the whole rest of it at 3.25. But here's the Big Hill property, me just kicking my feet up there. And I just, it's starting to come back. A couple weeks ago, you guys saw me mow this with the Hustler, and it was brown as brown could be. We skipped a week and cut it really high the following week, and then all this rain we've gotten, it's definitely coming back for sure. So, it makes a big difference when you let it go a week. A lot of guys in my area will literally just cut them every single week, no matter how brown they are, and just beat them up. And then once we do get rain, they don't come back. And these guys can't figure out why. And I see guys do that all the time in my area that have been mowing lawns for probably 20 years or better, been in business, and they still do it. I don't know if they're that hard up for cash or if they're just not smart enough and they haven't figured it out. I would really like to think that by now they've figured this process out, but either way, they do what they do, and I don't care. They don't pay my bills. But so this is how we do it. We'll skip them and go every other week. This one here, I told you that when I was mowing it with the Hustler, I told you there was a reason why we were cutting it anyway, and that was because the customer wants it cut every week. We skipped that 1 week. I don't think they even noticed, but it definitely needed skipped. It was browning up way too much. So either way, this is pretty much how we finished our day off. We didn't really do any truck talk today. It was weird. We were just busting things out and trying to get our stuff done and get in the gym and get our workout done after we got done with all of our lawns. So I figured I'd do a voiceover. I haven't done one of them in a long time, but more to come tomorrow. Here's Billy trying to flex them muscles and mow muscles and show his stuff. If you saw my post on Instagram earlier, you'll know. Speaking of noodle arms, I'll throw these in here. Here's Billy showing off on the mower today with his little kneecaps on the Sparrow for arms. and a quick little picture here of him striping up a front yard. This is actually in front of that big hill property. And then here he is doing some lat pull downs. So we decided to do a split picture of the two of us doing some lat pull downs. I jumped on the machine after him, and then we did a split one because he said, let's show everybody how I'm teaching you how to do this. Those of you on Instagram have already seen it, but yeah, he's teaching me.